One. And welcome to week 3 of our advanced administration course for spring of 2018. I wanted to take a moment and discuss what's coming ahead and a little bit about your reading responses that I just graded. So I did leave comments on everyone's. Please go and look at those. Mostly, I really tried to focus on some of the questions that you all had. We have several new candidates to our program. This is your first or one of your first classes that you've taken. So you all have some very interesting questions. So I tried to address those. If you have further questions, please feel free to email me. Some of the interesting questions were, how do we get an administrator on board with new ideas? And we do, through this program, teach you a bit about advocacy and how to talk with administrators and present ideas. We also talk with you a lot about collaborating with teachers. And some of you asked about what do you do with teachers who are resistant to collaborating with the librarian. Sometimes it's a slow process. They're used to a certain way of doing things, and when you come in with new ideas, you just have to kind of start it slowly, implement a couple ideas at a time. If you can find one teacher to collaborate with, and that's a successful collaboration, word will spread, and you will see that more teachers come to you and ask for different types of help. Also, if you can work with a new teacher to your school or a new teacher to the profession, those teachers are typically more open to new ideas and new ways of doing things. So maybe if there's a new one, contact them, get in touch with them, and let them know what services you can provide for them. And that helps. So I really enjoyed reading your responses to your readings. You all did a fabulous job referencing your text. So keep going with that. Also, I wanted to look at what is coming ahead. This week, you are reading your text, chapters 3 and 4, and then I have a couple of articles for you to look at. Most of them deal with the first year of you being in a library. We have a couple of candidates in this course that are already in the library, which is great. You all can offer some great insight, and hopefully this might help you looking forward, even though you're not a first-year librarian. You can see the due dates there on those. But I also wanted to draw your attention to next week. The Listserv Journal 1 is due, and this is something that you probably do not want to wait until next week to get started on. I will show you again where you can access that information. I did go over it in the initial video that I created for you, but I know that was a lot of information. So instead of having to go back through there, I'll show you again real quick where you can find that and the expectations on that assignment. So if you go to the important links, documents, and rubrics tab, you will see this link. If you click on it, it will open up a page that looks like this. If you noticed, it starts with 10, goes to 9. So these are some old archives. If you click on the current archives, it will get you a little bit more recent, up-to-date listserv communication. So please don't use the old 2009, 2010 because a lot has changed since then. And you can click on this month. They have a collection and archive of the messages that have been going on this month. For your listserv assignment, you will think about a specific administrative issue and that your focus 3 chapters and articles deal with. And then you're going to look for threads that are talking about that same issue. So you can see this is just January, and there are lots of threads that you could go through. You can look back a couple years if you want to, maybe two, 3 at the max, to see if you can find something that deals with your issue. This is dealing with kind of beginning of your career librarian. So you will probably find some different people asking about first year issues. So if you look in the assignments tab, and it's also in the upload assignments tab, the directions for this listserv assignment, I'm just going to the assignments tab to show you where you can find the information and what my expectations are. So here are the expectations. And I did have another expectation on there, but I decided to take that out. So if you have looked at this prior to today, then it has changed. The part where I asked you to read your peers' journals and respond with 150 words, I took those out. I do not want you to have to do that part. So you're just going to focus on your own journal and submitting your own journal. And I did that also for Journal 2 and Journal 3, so you'll notice that those are gone if you had looked at them before. And you will upload the assignment. In the Upload Assignments tab, scroll down. If you click into this file, there are 3 different options. We're going to upload in the Listserv Journal 1. Please contact me if you have any questions about that. Additionally, I wanted to bring to your attention week 6. The grant project is due by February 16th. This is another thing that you do not want to wait until the week of to get started on. I did create a video going over everything that I expected of you for this project, and I also uploaded all the information in the assignments tab, so I have everything spelled out exactly the way I'd like you to do the assignment, and I also uploaded a rubric, so be sure to look at that and take the time to watch the video because I do give some explanation on the video that I created. But again, if you have any questions on the grant assignment or any assignments coming due, please feel free to email me. If it's a lengthy assignment, we can make a time to talk on the phone or virtually through Zoom, or you can come into my office. I can make arrangements if my office hours do not fit your needs. Just please keep in touch with me and let me know what you need and how I can help.